So for the 350Z, what's it gonna be? What's under the blanket here? ls3. All right, so with the Sicky kit, it comes with an oil pan. We're gonna pull the oil pan and install it. All right, so as you can see, the pan is taken off. Also, the oil pickup is removed. So I'm gonna just clean up the block, the mating surface, and get ready to install the pan. This is the Sicky pan. It's actually a really nice pan. It's actually a really nice piece. Here is the stock GM pan. Obviously there's minor differences. Also, there's going to be a different oil pickup. So here's the stock GM. Here's the Sicky oil pickup. And I also grabbed this guy right here. So basically it's a little earpiece. As you can see, the pickup, it's only got one bolt on this side. So basically this thing's gonna wrap around here and you're gonna be able to bolt it down. So as you can see, the block does have a second provision for a second bolt. I don't know why they designed it like that, but so if you're interested to do that, here's the part number for that guy here. And that's it. Okay, so the oil pickup is installed, and if you can see that little ear in there, it squeezes that part pretty good. Another thing I wanted to mention is the Sicky pan. It also has two of these little tabs, which that was probably their solution to this problem. But in my case, I have both. So, but as you can see, there's one here and there's one here, and the stock oil pickup just has the one. All right. So next, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to put some RTV on each one of these corners, right where those seams are. All right, oil pan's installed. I also put the engine mounts on. These are beautiful engine mounts. They're really nice. I went with the polyurethane option. All right, I got the adapter plate, the flywheel, and the Sicky bushing here, so you can run the Nissan Pilot bushing. Also, here's a nice look at the starter, and again, these beautiful engine mounts. These things are almost like a piece of art. It's like machined out of it's like billet aluminum. You're gonna have to notch. There's a little tab. It's almost like this guy right here. Behind the starter, you do have to cut it off the block. It's not too much of a big deal, just like a little heads up. Also, I kind of shortened the Allen key here just because the fitment is very tight. So if you're planning to do this, it might be a good idea to buy just like a cheapy Allen key and modify it. It's gonna be a 5/16. All right, clutch and disc are installed. Just a quick heads up, these pressure plate bolts, there's like a video from Sicky on YouTube, and basically he's gonna tell you to torque these down to 52 foot-pounds. Definitely do not do that. You're gonna pull the threads on the flywheel. I literally ordered one, pulled the threads, ordered another one, pulled the threads, and basically the Nissan spec is 26 to 32 foot-pounds. So just a quick little heads up, if you are using this kit and you do end up watching that video, do not torque those bolts to 52. Okay, I got the transmission installed and it's all ready to go in the engine bay. All right, so one thing you just need to be careful when you're pulling your VQ, there's this power steering line that sits right here from the rack to the steering box. There's a tendency to like nick this line. As you can see, like it's not fully damaged, but it's more nicked than I would like. So I basically got one of these big rods and I'm gonna make a new one. So just in case you're interested, it is a 1/4 inch. All right, here's the new custom line. All right, so I pulled the fuel pump out, and we're gonna go with a Dishworks WD300. This is made as a direct drop-in for the 350Z. This is gonna be your fuel sending unit. So to disconnect the line up top, you just simply pinch those together. There's a electrical connector here, and the black line that goes in just right there. You just pull, like there's literally two little tabs you pull away from each other, and then just pull a line down. All right, here's what the new setup looks like compared to the old. All right, here we are all back together, ready to go back in the car. All right, so before you put the fuel sending unit in, it's always a good idea to change the seal. The one in my car here, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. If you are interested, here's the part number here. All right, new pump in, installed, ready to go. All right, so we're gonna install this Moroso oil accumulator. We're gonna just fire in some riv nuts and bolt it in. Okay, oil accumulator is installed. I just need to run the lines now. Okay, installed the new fuel line. That power wire. This is about... We gotta clear the pan from the rack and then we're good. That's the main problem. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I see here? I see a fucking subframe that should come out.
If it has to come out, it has to come out. But like, you know, we're close.
What's the work we're saving by not taking the subframe out? We're gonna put in when we do the headers.
You know what? I was just gonna say. You know what I see right now?
The headers are gonna be more work than the subframe. The subframe are big bolts, I know, and then these things gonna be a.
I know.
This is gonna be a bitch. Like look you like. There's not much space on the other side.
All right, so after thinking this through for a long while, it seems like our best option is to drop the front subframe and put the engine in from the bottom. All right, the front subframe is out, as you can see. All right, so we just got the engine inside here. We ended up going in from the bottom. We decided that was probably the smartest way to go about doing it, just because it's very tight with the rear sump pan. Clearance at the steering shaft is very tight, and even if we were to get it in, we decided that like the fitment of the headers, just kind of messing with the headers once it's in place, was going to be a huge pain. So we ended up just putting it in through the bottom.